technique exercise. This, I would say, it's a tricky one, but it's nothing like super advanced. So I would say pretty much any level can do this, as long as you know what a shuffle, a scuffle, and a Broadway / Manhattan / Alexander / flap heel heel spank heel toe heel / Shirley Temple. Sure, any of those names or any other name, as long as you know what those steps are, you should be fine. And I do have a step tutorial playlist right down below where you can learn any of those steps that you don't know. So it involves shuffles, scuffles, so that's the heel toe, and then a flap heel heel spank heel toe heel, which is also called a Broadway, a Manhattan, a Shirley Temple, an Alexander, tons of other names. So that one I definitely have a tutorial of, that last one for sure. So yeah, I think it can be any level. We'll call it intermediate, sure, because of the tempo that we're going to be doing it at, but it's a brain teaser, or as I like to call like a toe twister. Not like a tongue twister, but like a toe twister. Like a tongue twister for your feet, you know what I mean. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. This is sort of a take on shuffles on Pkwy, except we're not going on Pkwy. We're just doing front and side. So we're doing 4 shuffles to the front, 4 scuffles to the side. So already it's an immediate change. 4 shuffles to the front, 4 scuffles to the side. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have the shuffles turned in and the scuffles turned out. So let's try that together. 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's starting on the and 1, and 2, or a 1, a 2. Okay? Let's try it again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. Now here's the tricky part. You have shuffle front, scuffle side, shuffle front, scuffle side. So shuffle to the front, so toe toe, and then heel toe to the side. You alternate one after another. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. This is where it gets tricky, and it's so frustratingly fun. That's like a great way to put it. It is so frustratingly fun. So let's try it. Sorry, I noticed something on my ceiling, and now I can't stop looking at it. Okay, anyway. So we have shuffle, 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 scuffle, 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 shuffle, scuffle, shuffle, scuffle. Okay, let's try that together. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. You finish it off to get to the left side with a very, very swung Broadway. I'm going to call it a Broadway for this video. Sorry, I put my foot down so I can face you. I'll call it a Broadway for this video, but it has a million names and all of them are correct. So you go, so it's very, very swung. And 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. So you want little breaks in between. That way it fits the same rhythm. It should have the same rhythm. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, all the way through. So you do the 4 front, 4 side, alternate, and then the Broadway. Can we try it? Let's do it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scuffle. Shuffle, scuffle, shuffle, scuffle. Not bad. All right, let's try that one more time, and then we'll try it on the left. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Fantastic. All right, so let's try it on the left. Let me just make sure all of my technology is working. Yes. Okay, cool. Just had to make sure. I had this like weird moment where I'm like, uh-oh, what if my technology's not working? Okay, so trying it on the left. Your left foot is free. Same pattern. Shuffles to the front, scuffles to the side, alternate, and then a Broadway. Let's give it a shot. Let's just go for it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Big Make sure you are putting weight on your flap in your Broadway, because you haven't put weight on the shuffles or the scuffles at all. On the Broadway, you've got to transfer your weight. Okay, so let's try it one more time on the left, and then we'll do it alternating right and left. Ready? 5, 6, 7, left. Awesome. Okay, let's try it right and then left. And then I would say we'll do it with music, but oh no, there's more. Just a little bit, just a little bit. So, right and then left. 5, 6, 7, 8. If you made it through that, you probably feel as relieved as I do. It's such a toe twister, isn't it? Okay, so there's more. Now we reverse it. I don't mean do it on the left. I mean we completely change around the pattern. Now we will do scuffles to the front and shuffles to the side. So it'll go scuffle, 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 so you just take the direction in which you do things and then the order in which you do things and switch it. So scuffles to the front, shuffles to the side. Can we try it? Okay, then we'll put it all together, do it with music. So let's try it. Worst that happens is we mess up and we try again, right? No big deal. All right, ready? Scuffles to the front, shuffles to the side. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8. Does anybody else feel like that one was easier? I think because we're so used to doing scuffles to the front, like dig spank to the front. That one was way easier for me. All right, so let's try. The first one, the shuffles front and scuffles side, the whole thing, and then immediately go into scuffles front, shuffle side. Let's do the whole thing, okay? Ready? This is me hoping I get it right. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm so sorry I stopped talking, but it got to a point where I was like, I just need to concentrate. That ever happened to you? I was just like, I can't even say anything, I'm gonna mess this up. So hopefully I did it evenly enough that you were able to follow along. That was stressful. Okay, speaking of stressful, let's try it with music. What's the worst that happens? We try again? You probably are gonna laugh at how many times I haven't had to redo it yet, but once we start with the music, you're probably gonna see me have to pause and redo, and it's gonna take a lot of takes. I'm almost positive of it. And if it doesn't, I am getting myself ice cream today because I deserve it. All right, let's give it a shot with music. Let's do this. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. So it's a little faster, but that should work out in our benefit. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Never let go. thrown off. It was a little faster than I expected. That's okay. That's okay. That's what the first time is for us to go, oh, that's the tempo. And so I was a little off, and that's okay. And back in the day, I used to take that out and re-record it. But now I feel like it's something that we can all learn from, especially if I make a mistake that is a common mistake. Not anticipating the tempo and maybe lagging a little bit. That's what I did. And luckily I made it through the exercise, but I spent the whole time going, oh, you're lagging. So let's try it again. This time, I'm gonna have more grace with myself and say, it's okay to be surprised, it's okay to mess up a little bit, and not dwell on it the whole time. And that's what I will do differently. And hopefully you guys can fix something, or maybe get a little more comfy, or maybe just like not be surprised by the tempo this time, you know. All right, let's try it again. Let's have some fun. So it's gonna go, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8. Got it? 5, 6, 7, 8. You get it, and you're like, yes! I'm so professional. Yay! I hope you enjoyed doing this exercise with me. I love technique exercises. I know my adult class is going to be like, hey, can we do this one? They love Shuffles and Scuffles Center. They love it, and I hope that you do too. If you're bringing this to your classes, that's awesome. Let me know how they like it. Let me know if you want an alternative version of it, because I have another version of it that I can do with like riffles and all kinds of fun stuff, and slurps or closed thirds. So I'd be happy to do that. Let me know in the comments if you want a new variation of this type of thing. I love brain teaser exercises for tap dancers, because when you do that, it really helps you learn choreography better, because nothing will be this scary and complicated in choreography, because you're not going to have to do this over and over and over again and try to get it like, and I messed up, you know, like it doesn't always feel like that in choreography. So it makes the choreography that you learn feel a little bit simpler, even when it's like super complicated. Something like this, like a brain teaser, is so good for your choreography brain muscle. Sure, that. It's so good for that. It's kind of like how, like, if you're studying for a test, it's a really good idea to take a break by doing something like a puzzle game, you know? Keeps your mind working, not on the thing that you're working on, but it keeps it going, especially if it's like a super crazy difficult puzzle. Like, I wanted to say Tetris, but some people don't think Tetris is that hard. But honestly, Tetris is hard, okay? So like you play some Tetris, and then you go back to the test that you were studying for, and it actually just makes it so much simpler. So I love these exercises. I hope that you do too. Let me know if your class likes it, if you're bringing it to your class. Let me know what other kind of technique exercises you'd like me to do. Yeah, I had a lot of fun today. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the TAP fam. We've got technique exercises like this. We've got step tutorials where you can just learn a step like I talked about earlier. We have choreography tutorials where I take a super fun song, whether it's like a throwback or like a certain genre or something that's on the top 40 list, and we learn a combination to it of all levels, by the way. And if it's just one level, I always have options in that level to make it a little easier or a little harder. But everything I do on this channel is basically free tap class, and it's all for you. And the best way to support this channel is to subscribe. Just hitting one little button and having me on your subscriptions page is so helpful to this channel. But also, I come out with new stuff at least twice a week. So it's a good thing to have on your subscriptions channel, just saying. All right, so I hope that you had a blast with me today. I had a lot of fun with you. Also, hit that thumbs up for me. Just hit that thumbs up, because YouTube makes decisions on whether or not to push stuff out based on how many of these it has. So smash that thumbs up button for me, but don't like really smash it, because don't hurt your technology. It's very important. All right, so subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and thank you for dancing with me.